Alright, I'm back for part two. Everyone coming over from the vlog that I haven't posted yet, but to you it's already been posted. Sorry it's in two parts. I was not expected, but man, that's life, right? So, I'm getting back to this. It's dried. Nope, it hasn't quite dried. Still wet to the touch. So, I'm gonna let it dry up here like this. You made it! Thanks for being here, guys. So, this is just a part two of uh, me trying to figure out this painting. It actually hasn't dried, and it's been, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half or so since I was last on it. It's actually super wet, and I don't really know why. It should be dry, but maybe the water is trapped underneath the paint. I don't know. We're going to try to figure out what's going to happen with this painting. And by we, I mean me, because I'm the only one here. Yeah, look at this. See that? Hold on. See that? Paint's just coming off. Okay. Okay. So, all of this paint is like, it's not sticking to the canvas. Oh, actually it is a little bit. Okay, never mind, it is. But I'm just taking off all the loose stuff here. I'm glad I can still see the seed here, because that was actually took forever to get. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some other white paint that I have. I hope I have some left. And heat gun is too hot. Maybe a hair dryer, maybe better. I don't have a hair dryer, but oh, my heat gun has two settings on it. So it has like a low one that's more like warm air, and then a high setting that's like hot. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some old white paint that I have right here. This stuff was this Amsterdam. I'm gonna go back over some of the stuff that I just peeled off, and then I'm going to carve that C back in there. I'm gonna start with the C, see how that works, and then go uh, with the water over top of it. What you have for dinner, Moose? Or what you have for dinner, Moose? I don't understand this Steve Hat guy. He like always comments and he sees all my videos, it looks like, but he always seems like such a jerk. It's weird. Except for that comment. He wasn't being a jerk there. But it's so weird. um what did I have for dinner? I had I had macaroni and cheese. Probably my favorite thing to have. All right, I was gonna try to clean this out. I have a bad habit of not closing the lids on the paints, but this is still good, so we'll go with this. All right, cross your fingers, folks. All right. All right. So there's definitely going to be some texture in this painting, which is totally cool. I actually like it when there's texture. So, okay. Now, before I lose it, hey, for those who ask if I ever use brushes, sometimes I use this brush right here. It's a rubber tip brush, and that's so I don't get any brush marks in it. But yeah, this is the brush I use if I need to use a brush, just for tiny details. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. Where did I put the white? Oh, right here. Need a little bit more right here. That's more or less what I had before. Okay. Now I'm going to let this dry a little bit. And perhaps I will take some of this stuff out of here. Okay, some of the stuff that has dried, it doesn't seem to come off. Maybe if I get a little more physical with it. Okay, now it's coming off. As long as it's not coming off in this area, I'm pretty good with it. So if I replace all the white in the background with this, I don't even need it to be white. Gray is fine. That's gonna work, I think. I don't know, we'll see. And to be honest, I didn't know I was going to do the watery runny stuff until what, like whenever my last Instagram post was, until then, and then I haven't actually worked on it till just now. So there's that. You know that saying, you learn something every day? That is true. Today I learned that oh yeah, see, this is, so where it's peeling a little bit, it has rebinded after it dried. It hasn't dried so much up here yet, but down there, it seems to be good, because this was hanging upside down before. So it does stabilize after. So I think if I put a clear coat over top, I think this painting will be sellable totally. Now that I'm going back over it a bit. I'll just remember not to use that in a painting that I'm going to put water on. In fact, I'll probably never buy that again. And to be honest, the reason why I bought it was because it was on sale. But I'll probably save that paint for when I know I'm going to do a painting that has that kind of texture in mind. So, yeah, we'll see. Alright, where else do we have this? Anyways, I was going to say the thing that I learned today is that my buddy Johnny B is getting back in the track and field. So, I know that's irrelevant to this, but still. Okay, putting this new white on, it actually looks kind of cool in certain places. I kind of want these. You know what I might do? I might paint in the cash in the back. I don't know if you can see that from where you guys are, but there's a CASH here. And I'm going to maybe color those in a bit. I drew into them with a pencil. I made this shape of the letters and kind of that old style like font. I don't know what you would call it. I guess a font. And I was hoping that the water would like run the colors around it a bit, and it is doing that. But I think what I might do is color them in a bit and then go back over it with some water. The only thing is it's all going to peel again when I put more water on it. But that's okay. Now I know that it's not a big deal. If anyone has any questions for me, I will be checking the comments periodically. I see I have a... Yo, okay, I gotta do this real quick. If you guys know the band Chase the Bear out of BC, I went and saw their first show one time. I met them on the ferry. They are awesome, and they're trying to do this... they have this competition or whatever. If you go to their Facebook page, Chase the Bear, and help them out, that would be super cool. Especially if you're local to Vancouver or Surrey, I think. I don't know. How TAF did I end up here? Hi. Hi, Noonan. An abstract version of bars in the background. Okay. Lyrics neat in the background. I actually have some ideas for the background that are going to be kind of subtly in there. Hey guys, say for my birthday. Shoot, I don't know what that is. You're used to seeing Johnny Cash with long hair down his neck. And this is like young Johnny Cash, you know? Although he's kind of looking a little weathered right now. But as I keep going on, I think it'll turn out a little better. Okay, now I'm going to let those bits that I just added on there dry. It seems like all up here, none of that paint got too carried away, but I did notice on this side there's a lot more, and that's probably because I actually was watering this side a lot more. just get that off. Man, you never know what to expect when you're doing art. Well, at least I don't. Okay. Now, whilst that's doing that, I'm going to do some more work on his face and his hands. I really suck at hands, so I'm going to try to do the hands. I hope I'm not in the way when I'm doing this. Okay. I wish I could have some Johnny Cash on in the background, but that won't work. It was a joke. Yeah, Josh. I know. Josh knows. Kathy and Josh. Oh, I get it. Right.
Do you think there's a way you can put the camera like more straight and closer?
More straight and closer?
Well, they're saying it's they wish it was closer because it's hard to see.
Hmm.
Maybe it's over there.
Man, Ashley is your guys' savior here. She's like, move the camera closer. I don't know. Something like this? How's that, guys? Alabama kid keeps saying Alabama. How annoying.
Do you know like a story from it?
Oh. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. Oh, perfect, babe. It's gonna be great, I think. Okay, how's that, guys?
Something's burning.
Oh, that's just the heat gun. The heat gun itself. How's that smell? Okay, let me get my reference photo here. You bet Alex will like this. I don't know if Alex is a huge fan of Johnny Cash. Of course, everyone likes Johnny Cash, but yeah, maybe he will like it. I don't know. Okay. Okay, now, see, I'm not trained in art, so I don't know how to do art necessarily, or paint necessarily, like the steps and stuff. So I kind of just do what works for me. And oftentimes people are like, "Oh, you should have done this. You should have done that," and I'm like, good point. So if you guys have any pointers when it comes to doing hands, I would take those because I suck at hands. Look at this. This barely looks like a hand, but he has it like kind of in this weird configuration. But if anyone knows how to do hands good, that would be dope. Oh shoot, I forgot to send. Hold on a second, guys. I have to. Alex from Curiosity. He was playing. Yeah, no, he likes playing Johnny Cash, but I'm not sure if he's a. Okay. Joan likes the rooster. Sorry, guys. I had to text this person back. This person who did some vector files for me. He just texted me, so I had to text him back real quick. Okay. Now, in this picture I'm using, his eyes are like squinted. So I tried to show that here, but it didn't really. I think I have to shrink his eye down a little bit here. Like this, maybe. And this one, because he's got like these eyelashes, and he's got like these bags under his eyes, but they kind of all like melts together. There we go. Okay, and ears, I also hate doing ears because there's like so many lines and stuff in them. They're a pain. Something like that, I think.
I think you need to move it a little closer.
Closer? Okay, Ashley said to move it a
Yeah,
little
I
bit,
want to see what you're doing.
little bit closer. I know it's difficult to see what I'm doing, but it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, the one thing I do best is hands. Little flock acres. Well, dang. I wish you could see what I can see, because me looking in the screen right now, it looks way better in person. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. You made him look Asian. He doesn't look Asian here. Like me, I don't see him looking Asian. But maybe that's just me. I'll see if I can make him look less Asian. Okay. So for his eyes, I'm going to use this little brush here. So once again, I don't know if all you caught this. I just use this rubber tip brush to do small details like eyes, because eyes are small. And I can see that if yeah, his eyes are basically closed in this picture. But not quite. It's very hard to see this. Plus this picture is super blurry. Check out what I'm working off of. I don't know if you can see that well.
Someone said that the light's bouncing around too much. So they said it
Is it? Well, I think it's this light. Not that.
No?
Turn off that light for a second. That's not gonna work. I don't know. The light is what it is. If you can't see exactly, I don't know what to do. That's not the. That's almost dark side. Top of his hair needs more pompadour. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Let's see if we can remedy that here. Alright. mix some brown here. Like this. And give him that Johnny Cash cheek. And go like that a little bit. I keep stepping in front of the camera, sorry, I'm trying to be mindful of you guys watching there. Alright. Something like that. Thanks, Sherry. See ya. I often wonder if artists see the same as we see, or if there's some hidden structure within that only the gifted see. Does that make sense? I don't know. His left hand looks huge. I mean, it's pretty big. I think it's about as big as it's supposed to be. Man, this light makes it look terrible. I don't know. I don't think you guys can see what I can see, because this looks way better in person. Which often happens anyways. He had huge hands. It's bigger because of perspective, exactly. What you could have said is that it looks shitty, because it does. Does not look good at all. But I mean, you can't get good at something if you don't keep trying. So yeah. I'm probably gonna splatter this one after. If you guys know like my some of my work, I like to splatter it after, and I love doing that. Are you going to paint in strings and knobs? I don't know what that is. Strings and knobs, never heard of that. Is that a method or a place? Alright. Click that. Take this. Like this. Okay, I should probably take something like that. I need some more white. Put some white on my palette there. Bam. Okay. Oh, let's paint on this screen. Art often cut even at the college level? What? Art often cut, what does that mean? Strings and knobs on the guitar, yeah, I'll do that. I'm just reading some of these comments here. Someone was saying, how are you? Should be an art teacher, but it could be a risky career. I was saying, as an art history professor, it's even cut at the college level. Even as an, what? I was saying, as an art history professor, it's even cut at the college level. It's even cut? What's cut? I don't know. He did have big hands, did he? I never met the guy, so I never got a chance to look at his hands up close. All right, let's get some. Something like that. Oh, my ear just started ringing. All right, now. You know what I don't like? Oh, where did I put that paintbrush? Right here. I always lose it because I rarely use it. a little better. I'm going to see if I can find some more reference photos so I can do his eyes a little better. So I'm just going to type in Johnny Cash and see if I can get some cashy type eyes. I still have Potter ashtrays I made in grade 5. It's funny how what was perfect back then is so flawed now. A lesson on how life takes away its glory of accomplishment sometimes. Yo, sometimes when I find a piece of art that I did back in the day, I'm like, dude, this sucks so much in such a good way. Your ears ringing, better answer it. That's an Alex joke. Cut from the school curriculum. Oh. Art classes are cut. Oh, I get it. Oh. Oh, okay, I get it. I don't really want to be a teacher. Plus, I would suck at teaching because, like, I would just be like, just kind of do it like this. Unless they're hands, then you do you. And then I'd be like, all right, move over. Just do this. All right, do something like that. And then, yeah, because I'm not super patient when it comes to doing something that, you know, like when you know how to do something and you're like, just do it. And then, but, you know, you gotta, that's not fair to do to someone if you know how to do something and they don't. And then you get upset because, or not upset, but like frustrated that they're not doing it correctly. I try not to do that, but I feel like I would do that when it came to art if I knew how to do something and I was trying to teach someone to do something who wasn't getting it. If they were getting it, then it would be so cool. But I mean, I don't know. I've never tried to teach anyone pretty much anything, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would be a good teacher though. Maybe I would be though. I don't know. I can't say. Man, young Johnny Cash is harder to do than older Johnny Cash. 'Cause older Johnny Cash had like a fatter face, right? So he kind of had like, I don't know, his features were a little different. I mean, you could still tell it was him. So you can tell he's him throughout his whole life, but at certain parts of his life, he just looked different. Hmm. I have an idea. And this might be a total fail, but it might not be. I am going to, rather than vary the shading and stuff, I'm just going to make it more stencil style. And see if that won't work. But if that fails, then, you know, I'm looking at stencils right now of Johnny Cash. And I'm seeing what I think looks good. I don't know. That looks hilarious in there because some of it's dry and some of it's wet. What are your guys' favorite Johnny Cash songs? Mine is what is that song? I'm not sure if he wrote it or not, but Long Black Veil. That is a great song. Especially there's this one version on one of his albums. I think one of the albums that came out after he died. Can't remember what it was, but it's so good. It has this other girl, not the one that's on YouTube, but this other one. It sounds so good. Oh, it scrolled all the way back to the top. Hmm. Sunday Morning Sidewalk. That's a good one. Who named their son Sue? Folsom Prison Blues. That's a good one. Boy Named Sue. That's a good one. Hurt. That's a great one. I love that song. I actually didn't even know that was a Nine Inch Nails song. Yeah, Nine Inch Nails. I thought I thought Nine Inch Nails covered Johnny Cash because Johnny Cash's version is way better. In fact, I think Nine Inch Nails doesn't even perform that song anymore because of Johnny Cash's version, which I don't blame them. Walk the Line, that's another good one. Ring of Fire, that's another great one. What does the RVCA stand for on your shirt? I actually have no idea. The balance of opposites. I don't actually know what it means. It's just a skate brand, I believe. Would like to see a portrait of June Carter Cash or Roseanne Cash. Yeah, maybe if there's a lot of interest in that, I probably would do that. Johnny Cash's song "A Boy Named Sue." Listen to it; it's pretty good. Yeah, no, I like that one. That's a good one. Gone Girl or She Used to Love Me a Lot. She used to love me a lot. Man, I gotta say, I haven't probably heard every Johnny Cash song, but I could definitely listen to every Johnny Cash song. Uh, I probably have. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say I have. My mom. So back when I was living at home, she had a whole bunch of Johnny Cash albums, and I would listen to them all the time. And you know how like sometimes you buy an album or something, you'll skip songs. I never skipped. Uh, well, I skipped after I'd listened to them through before, but as I was listening to them, I didn't skip any of them because I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them all. Uh, Same with Nirvana. I really like Nirvana. I don't skip their songs too often. Um, who else is that? Eminem. I really like Eminem. I can listen to all of Johnny Cash, all Eminem, all of. There we go. All Johnny Cash, all Eminem, and all of Nirvana. Okay, all this paint seems to be dry. It seems to be. Oh, this isn't dry up here yet. It seems to have held it all together though. I wish you guys. Let's see if I can move you onto this side. Ah, that looks like trash in there. I wish it wasn't all like wet in this area right here. But oh, I should probably put the nose in on. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna go back to my other. You know what? I might have made his head a little bit too big right here. I'm gonna shrink that down just a tad. I may have made his head a little bit too wide, I think. Maybe just a little bit. Do you guys like the song Big John? I love that song. So how many of us are Canadian other than Josh? Just curious. East Coast here. Yeah, how many are here? Ring of Fire and his version of Hurt. Yeah, perfect. Her makes me cry every time. Calgary. Calgary, that's so close to me. That's like 4 hours away. No, that's more like, yeah, 4 hours or so. My husband had the same shirt until he couldn't fit it anymore. This one? This shirt is probably like 5 years old, I think. I think I got this before I got married. Nirvana Unplugged is the best. Yo, man, we would be friends. That is my favorite album too. The like almost all of those songs, or are all of them? Shoot, now I can't remember. Now I sound like an idiot. But I think they're all, or almost all, covers. Yeah, Plateau, one of my favorites on the album. Uh, what's another one? Where Did You Sleep Last Night? Is that what it's called? And there's a third one on that album that I really love. But all the songs are good. Man, I'm trying to remember the song in my head. Dang it. So when you guys, when I get off for the night, I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay on, but I'm probably going to keep painting on this. So check the Instagram at My Hands Gallery to see the reveal. If I am able to finish it tonight, I'll post it. I'll probably post a progress picture anyways. But I think this video is not like this lighting is not very good. But if I were to take a picture and manipulate the lighting a little bit, it'll probably look way better. My eyes are playing tricks on me. I thought that was purple for a second. You know what? I think I have to go like this. Give him a little more hair, I think. He looks hilarious in this video. Arizona, Grand Prairie. My sister lives in Arizona. Grand Prairie. My cousin lives in Grand Prairie. Big Bad John. Yeah, that's such a good song. Uh, the other Johnny guy sings a good version of that too. I forget what his name is. Wait, let me look it up real quick. Oh wait, Jimmy Dean. I like his version too. It's pretty good. Do you listen to boy bands like NKOTB? I don't know what that is. Or Backstreet Boys? No, I don't. I pretty much love any of that stuff from the 50s to the late 80s and a very tiny bit of the 90s. I don't know what you're talking about, but if you're talking about like country music, like Johnny Cash and stuff, or whatever, old rock and roll, I like, for country, I like 90s and older. I grew up in the 90s, so I, uh, my mom listened to a lot of country, so that is what I listen to as well. Okay, let's try to get this. Okay, got like this little cheek thing going on right here. A little bit. Oh crap. Oh, hey, I could say this too. Here's some news for all you folks who are on the waiting list for Rooster. I found out how much they cost to ship today, and they cost way more than I thought they did. But they have to be crated up in a certain way, which costs adds to the cost. But they cost $110 to ship, roughly that to ship to the states, and it'll be a little bit more to ship within Canada. So, if any of you folks are listening, that is uh, what they'll cost. But I will tell everyone individually as well. To the UK, they cost $370, I believe, because one lady wanted one from the she was from the UK. So there's that. And the roosters themselves cost $200, and that's in Canadian dollars, just so you know. Have you heard One Piece at a Time? Yeah, definitely the the car one. Yeah, that's good. Lake of Fire. Yes, that's exactly it, Jessica. That's the one. That's so you must also agree that that's the other good song. Wait, what did I say? Plateau. Uh, yeah, Lake of Fire. Yeah, where do bad folks go when they die? Yeah, that's it. Well, my mom's side of the family is from Kentucky, so yeah, lots of country music on that side. Kentucky. Do people in Kentucky listen to country music? I don't know. Is that a stereotype or something? I guess it makes sense. Okay. Okay. Check on this again. It's still a little wet. I want this to dry before I do the water experiment again because I don't want to. I want it to be like the same kind of situation as before. That's a Meat Puppets song, Lake of Fire. I'm not from Kentucky, and it wasn't a stereotype in the 90s. Oh, okay. Cash's 2006 album, Black Cadillac, is one of my top 5 all-time albums. Do you ever listen to her? You can hear her father in her voice on that album. Okay. I've not listened to very much of her, but I have heard her for sure. Oh, crap. Hold on a second. How do I click on you, you ass? Can't do it. What was the Instagram gallery again? So if you go to, I think you're talking about me, Instagram, just go to @myhandsgallery, and then you'll be able to see all the stuff that I post, which is all centered around my art. What the heck? Did you guys hear that weird noise? That was like the pipe rattling. Portrait of John Knight would be the shiznit. Okay. Do you ever listen to music when you paint? Yeah, sometimes, but not when I'm painting live because then I'll get pulled off and then I won't be able to monetize it, and that would suck. um, but yeah, if I was wearing headphones, I would probably be listening to it, but I'm not. But I often also listen to podcasts, although I haven't been listening to podcasts in so long lately, unfortunately. Maybe in my next painting video, I'll put some headphones in and it might flow better. Are you kidding? He's got like 5 different songs playing at the same time in his head. Did you just wink at your wife? Did you just see me wink at my wife? New to watching you paint. Do you only paint with your hands/fingers? Yeah, mostly. Every once in a while, I will paint a picture with brushes, but it's a different series that I do, and I don't do it too often because it's not a great color. So uh, every once in a while, when I want to do the series, then I will paint it with a brush, and it's more so the graffiti. If you check out my Facebook page, My Hands Gallery, it's the My Imagination series on that page. I do finger paint it still, but a lot of the stuff is brushwork because it's a different style. It's ass. How do I? I'm trying to get rid of this dude. Yeah, this is what used to happen where I couldn't click on anyone. Oh, I can click on you. A Willie Nelson. I would totally do a Willie Nelson. I've been meaning to paint him anyways. The only thing is, doing ginger hair is really hard because it's orange, right? So, I mean, he kind of has gray hair now, so it's a little different. But he had like a mix of like light brown and orange hair. And that's hard to paint, especially as a finger painting because like, see this is easy. This is black. It's nothing. You can't see the strands of hair and stuff. I mean, you kind of can, I guess, but not really. So that's easy to do. I need it to be like not orange for it to be easy. I just noticed something. I gotta move his little part over. Might have been too far, but we'll go with that. Stop reading chat. Excuse me? What are you talking about? You're curious to the meaning of Ushtat. Ushtat means maker. I did ZZ Top. Willie Nelson is cool, but his hair is white now. Yeah, it is white now, yeah, isn't it? Hank Williams Sr., that's another good one. Willie the White. I like that. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to try the water again. Okay, so let me put this down. I need to get some black. I'm almost out. Okay. That's not going to work. I don't want to use this black because it sucks to do that. I need some of this runnier black. Where is all my black? Alright. This will have to do. Okay. Let's see if I can make this look decent. Let's turn this into a spritz. There we go. That's kind of working. Okay, I'm going to try some brown now. Forgot to put that back on stream. I'm getting it all over my clothes. just gotta see if it's going to do that congealy thing again. That's so rude, those of you telling him not to read the chat. Well, I don't know if it's rude exactly. People just want to see what they want to see. There's nothing wrong with that necessarily. I mean, it would be nice if they let me do my video the way I want to do my video, but, you know, whatever. They might have not meant it in a rude way. They might have just been like, yo, your painting is so cool. Could you get back to that, please? But instead they were like, stop reading chat. I don't know. Alright. Sick. Okay. Interaction with viewers is what makes a channel. Word. I mean, I'm still painting. Have a great night as well, Missa. Josh, who inspired you to do painting? Yo, I almost got rid of you, Jimmy, because you kept saying the same thing. I thought you were a troll. But who inspired me to start painting? Probably my friend Jolene. I guess, because one day we went. We were gonna go urban exploring, I guess you call it, and then that didn't work out because it was raining, and then we painted instead. And I was like, nah, I don't want to paint. Painting is boring. It sucks. Plus, I don't know how. And then I really liked it. So, yeah, that's how that all came about. Okay. So some of the old white paint is still doing that peely stuff, but all this new white paint is not doing it. So it's totally that paint. That white paint sucks for this. Uh, yeah. Josh, can you paint Mona Lisa? I guess I probably could. I don't want to, but I suppose I could do that. Okay. So anytime I'm going to use water on a painting, it seems like all the other colors are good. It's just that specific white that I use for the background here. All this new white that I put on here, it's not doing that. Where I rubbed off the old white behind it, and it wasn't even completely dry. So that's good to know. Okay. Man, I wish you guys could see what I could see. It looks way better in person. What brand is that white? The white is, it's called Museum. Ugh. It's this brand. And, I don't know. I thought buying them in the bigger pails would be better price. I mean, it's more upfront, of course, but like they last way longer. But I don't think I'm going to use that white anymore. I'll use the other white. I did these other paintings that are right here. that are super heavily textured with white, and I didn't do any water on these paintings, but I've used water on using that paint before, and it hadn't had this issue. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Okay, we're gonna switch things up a little bit here. I am going to put it on the floor so that I can get a different what would you call it, pattern of water. Since this painting's already going to be a pain in the butt when it comes to that peeling, but I know that it can be rectified afterwards, we're with it. Have you been to Sedona, Arizona? No. I don't think so. I haven't been there on purpose. If I would have gone there, it would have been driving through it or whatever. I've been to Yuma the most. I've been to Globe, Tucson, Phoenix, places like that. Okay, I'm going to take this off here like this, and then I'm going to go like this. Sorry, excuse my terribly messy studio. Okay. You can kind of see that, right? Yeah. Less. Okay. Now, I need some black again. I guess I'm going to use this black here. And I need some water. Let's go back up so I can see the bottom of the chat. Eric, your studio is terribly messy. Drops, not drips. Alright. Whatever. Alright. Bam. Shoot, that was a little thick. Okay. Now, yeah, that looks dope. Okay. Let's go like this. It's working. Yeah, that white paint, that old white paint, or that other white paint that I use, the new stuff, sucks. You can see it's all coming up right here. But, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay, we're gonna let this drip. Wow, I kind of want this to set up a little bit. While this is happening, because I can't really do anything, because if I lift it up, it will. Sorry about that. I can't really do anything with this painting right just a second. So whilst that is setting up, why don't I answer some questions? Overwatching your vision come to life. Overwatching, you're over it already? Alright, well, thanks for being here. Can you paint yourself? Sure. You would be a hitman if you quit me with a wrench. I don't know how to do that. And I don't even know who you are, so. Debbie says you are so talented. Well, thank you so much. It is what it is. It is a really popular saying in Canada. My son. Is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. Glad you figured it out. It is a shame that was the expensive one. The paint is acrylic. Acrylics and spit? What? DNA included. Johnny had big cuffs on his long sleeve shirts. Did he? No, on this one apparently. I'm not using watercolor, I'm using acrylic. That's just watered down. Do you support paintings by pigs or elephants? I almost bought a painting by this elephant. I think his name was Morty. From the farm. I think that's what they're called, the farm. Yeah, I think it's called the farm. But they didn't have the one that I wanted. And the elephant one that I really liked, it looked like an elephant, and I thought that was so cool. But it was like $5,000 for a painting that was this big, and I just couldn't justify spending that much on a painting that was that big. But I mean, it's worth what it's worth. I mean, to take care of a elephant, that's probably what it's going for. That I don't know. Maybe that's a fair price. I don't know, but. What do you think about reinventing painting Campbell soup cans? I actually did do Andy Warhol inspired piece, which was a soup can, but it was open. North. Nah, I haven't been there. What? Janis Joplin? I have painted Janis Joplin. Okay. Right now? Why? Oh, okay. Sure. I will do that. Alright, guys. I am going to peace out. So, yeah. Today we experimented a little bit with this, knowing that this white paint sucks. So if you ever want to use water with your paints, don't use this brand of paint as your base because it will peel up. And just for everyone who didn't see that, let me just show you. See how this is all like, all that texture and stuff? Well, this whole painting is white behind here. And when it got wet, it did this. But it didn't do it too much here, which is good. I did a little bit in a couple places, but I fixed it. Yeah, museum paint, the brand museum, doesn't work for that.